Oh, hey, welcome back to Tactical Main. The magazine is just dumping all the bullets. Look at this. Look at this PMag, guys. Can you see that? I just don't understand. Look at them bind up in there.
Mm-hmm.
How does that even happen, man? Alright guys, this is just going to try to be a quick little video discussing my Magpul failures that I had in Jarhead 6, which most of you are probably coming from his channel over to get the backstory of these magazines. They were purchased brand new about a month to 2 months ago, all of them from Primary Arms. It's not them that caused the magazines to have a problem, so don't think that. I got the magazines brand new, didn't do any cleaning, no nothing, did nothing to them. And just standard range use. Standard range use. No mud thrown in there, no torture testing, nothing like that. I mean, I guess you could say the round count was not really even a torture test because that's not a lot of rounds, which I'll get to in a second. But yeah, no running through the woods, no hardcore duty, nothing. It was just all range. I keep my Glock magazines loaded up with my self-defense ammo. Got the PMags for range training. I put 2,000, probably about 2,100 rounds through them. Okay, I did an entire case of the Wolf lacquer coated that they have out now. I think it's also got a sealed primer pocket and sealed case mouth. It's pretty good ammo. Every single one of them went bang on the first try. And then a full case of Magtech brass. And then about 100 rounds of Tula, and then the extreme failures, which are at 6. So about 2,100 rounds, somewhere around there, maybe 22. I would say 2,100 rounds in about a month to 2 months. I did that. I did not clean the magazines. I don't know if I mentioned that before or not, but in those 2,100 rounds, I didn't have a single failure, not a single problem. And I've had these same magazines, not these exact physical same magazines, but the Magpul magazines in the past, 2 or 3 years ago. I traded them off when I traded a Glock. I don't remember what for. But never had a problem with those either, thousands and thousands of rounds. So this is the first time I've ever had a problem with the Magpul Glock magazines. And yeah, I don't know why they decided to do that. What was happening was the follower was binding up, and after that range session I came home, took the magazines apart, thinking maybe they were dirty or something like that, but no, they weren't dirty. Here's the follower of the magazine that I shot. You can see it's got a little bit of carbon on it, right? But that's about it. I haven't cleaned it, wiped it off, or nothing. There's not enough on that to warrant the follower failing the way it was. The springs weren't dirty, the housing, the internal mag housing wasn't dirty. Just carbon. No mud, no sticks, no nothing. I didn't video it because I just like, let me get these clean and see if I can get them running again. But yeah, they weren't dirty. So I took everything out, sprayed some Rem oil. I don't use this stuff on weapons. It burns off really quick. So I just sprayed some of this. I think I got this in a Christmas stocking 1 year or something, probably like 5 years ago. But I just sprayed some Rem oil on the inside of the magazine and around the followers, and they have returned to normal operation. Alright, here's one of the PMags that we had problems with Jarhead. I cleaned them. They weren't dirty, but I oiled the heck out of them. My thoughts is the follower was just binding up polymer on steel. It was binding up, so I oiled the inside of the mags. We're going to find out if it works. And practice the one-handed shooting. I'm not going to be able to get good on this.
They worked.
The only thing that I can say about these magazines is when I first got them until I oiled them, it was a pain in the butt to get them topped off. Okay, the 17 rounders, when I got 15 rounds, 16 and 17, they were a pain to get in. They were really difficult to get in, and I don't remember that from my previous Magpul PMags that I had. The 21s, when I got to 19 round, number 20 and number 21, was ridiculously hard to get in. So I don't know. With the 2100 round count, I'm gonna go ahead and just stick with 2000 because I know 2 full cases. I'm not sure how much of the Tula afterwards I fired out before me and Jarhead had that problem. But I had 4 17 round mags and 2 21 round mags. That's 110 rounds per loading, and 2000 rounds. It was like 18 cycles, like 18.18 cycles or something like that. So only 18 cycles, and they had that drastic failure. Hindsight, looking at it now, anytime I order a new one, I will definitely take it apart and oil it beforehand. I don't know, guys. If you got any more questions on why they did this, I mean, I obviously don't know. It had to have been just polymer binding on polymer, and just saying, nah, screw it. Because ever since I oiled it, perfectly fine. Another standard practice I've been doing with these magazines is every time I come home for the range, I go ahead and take it apart and spray some more oil in there. There you have it, guys. I really hate to say Magpul magazines failed, but they really did fail. They failed in a miserable way. I've had 4 range sessions on these since that, and with the oiling, zero problems whatsoever. So I don't know. I'm not going to use them for self-defense. This is maybe just not these batches, but I won't. I'll keep using them for what I bought them for: practice, range training. Thanks for stopping by, guys. If you have any more questions on what circumstances led up to this failure, let me know in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer them for you. But again, just standard range training. 2000 rounds. Never cleaned them out of the box. When I got home to clean them, they weren't dirty. You saw the follower's just got a little bit of carbon on it, and carbon is somewhat of a lubricant. Well, we'll see. But ever since I oiled up the interior of the magazines, they've ran fine. Steel, brass. Oh yeah, to mention the Wolf. That was my biggest thought on what could be going on, because I fired 1,000 rounds of the Wolf lacquer case. The lacquer, I'm not worried about the lacquer. It was the primer sealant. You know, that sealant. Maybe some of it had gotten down in there and it was binding up. No, none. I mean, you can see that lacquer sealant is red, bright red, and you can't see any red on this anywhere. So no lacquer got in there. And when I was cleaning them, I ran a rag in there, white rag. The white rag didn't even come out dirty, nor red. So it wasn't the lacquer on that. Plus, I fired another 1,000 rounds of brass case ammo afterwards. So who knows? Maybe they just needed to be lubed from the factory. I don't know. I don't know, guys. But yeah, they failed. They failed me big time after about 2,000 rounds. That's why we always got to test our gear more than 1,000 rounds. That's why CACTICALMAIN is not a firm believer when I see someone say, oh, I put 1,000 rounds through it, it's great. Put some more. Put some more. Anywho, thanks for stopping by. If you have any more questions, leave them in the comments below, and have a great day.